Is Dwayne Casey to blame for the Detroit Pistons' late game failures and mental lapses down the stretch of games, or is he to blame all together for Detroit Pistons failures? Let's talk about it. Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Y'all know what the business is, but we grinded, man. Trying to get it in before the game for everybody tuning in. So I'm gonna come back with one more video, maybe one later tonight. But I see a lot of fans, in Pistons groups on Facebook and around social media. A few of them, like I said, a few of them blaming Dwayne Casey for the Pistons' lapses down the stretch last night, and pretty much blaming Dwayne Casey for the reason this team ain't playing up to its potential. And I think that's actual hogwash. It's BS. Dwayne Casey ain't doing nothing wrong. He coaching like he always does, coaching the right way. He's doing the proper things for the Pistons. The Pistons just don't have the talent. I don't know why people don't see that. People, I'll be seeing will blame Dwayne Casey before they blame Reggie Jackson for being terrible. Even though Jackson put together a good game, then before the Mavericks game, he had a really good game as well. But obviously, man, people just don't see what I see. This team ain't that good. It's not all the schematics and coaching in the world that could change the team fortune around. It's just not that good. It ain't Stan Van Gundy. Well, Stan Van Gundy personnel reason, but as a coach, he was pretty good. It ain't his fault. It ain't Dwayne Casey's fault. This team just doesn't have the horsepower to do it, man. Cigars League, your two best players are at the center and power forward position. Your two best players need to be, at least one of your best players need to be at the guard position or wing position, and we don't have that. It's nothing pretty much Casey can do but continue to coach to the best of his abilities, but no coach in the NBA can get the Pistons where they need to be at, man. And like I said before, I didn't like the fit for Dwayne Casey. It wasn't that Casey couldn't coach. I just thought they needed a younger coach that can, grow with the team. And I mean, as they tore it down, if they trade, they were sellers. They should have been sellers in the offseason. They should have got a young coach. A young coach could have pretty much laid the foundation. The GM could have, laid the foundation, and the coach just watered the seeds and watched the seeds grow. And that's basically meaning that trade everybody, be bad, get high draft picks, acquire young talent, build that young talent up, find you a young core. Sometimes it takes time. Look at Philadelphia. They went through Joel Embiid. They went through Ben Simmons, Markelle Fultz, Nerlens Noel, and Jahlil Okafor. You know what I'm saying? It only hit 2 out of 5 so far with Big Ben and Joel Embiid, man. They only hit 2 out of 5. And at the same time, they had to wait a year for both of those guys to arrive and play. Both of them pretty much redshirted their rookie season because of injuries. It happens. You have to just take that opportunity or take that chance and be bad. And I just thought Dwayne Casey coming off the head coach of the year would be better that he waited and got him a prominent position. Maybe they fired Luke Walton. Maybe LeBron liked Dwayne Casey. Maybe he could have went to LA and got a better job, or maybe he could have waited and got a job in Minnesota with a younger core where he could develop faster. I never believed in Andre Drummond. I never believed that Blake Griffin was going to be the answer. And I never believed Reggie Jackson was the answer. Pretty much Stan Van Gundy messed his team up, and now people want Dwayne Casey to pretty much work a miracle with the Pistons, and it don't work that way. Now, more now than ever, you need talent in the NBA. You need talent. You need talent, not just talent where you can just have a Michael Jordan, that could change the game from a big man league to a guard league or a wing league, or, where you have Tim Duncan and David Robinson, you can build around him. No, you need talented players that can, impact the game and make guys better or make the game easier for guys. You need Hardens, you need Chris Pauls, you need LeBrons, you need Giannis's, you need Ben Simmons, you need Kemba Walker, you need guys like that. At least one of your best players got to be a guard or a wingman that can score and facilitate. If one of your best players ain't a natural facilitator, it ain't gonna work. That's why Anthony Davis ain't doing good in with the New Orleans Pelicans. That's why we see Giannis has risen to the Bucks to the best record in the league. That's why you see LeBron James on top for so long. And with the Golden State Warriors, they just facilitate the ball so well, so much unselfishness. You need one of those dudes like that, and the Pistons don't have that. Reggie Jackson, Ish Smith, Bruce Brown, Kyrie Thomas, Jose Calderon is just non-existent. It's no way we could blame Dwayne Casey for this, man. If anything, Dwayne Casey should be blaming himself for coming to Detroit. because this wasn't no quick fix. It was nothing he would be able to do here. Oh, Reggie Jackson, Blake, and Drummond plays, they're 20-something and 4 and whatever the record was. Yeah, where did that shit go? Right out the window. You need better talent. And if Dwayne Casey's willing to be here in the long haul and tear it down and build it back up, then God bless his heart. But that's going to be a long, stressful process. Like somebody else said before, I think it was Mr. Stenhouse, subscriber said before, you need to a 5-year plan. Because Milwaukee, Philadelphia, Boston, Toronto, probably not Toronto, Kawhi, but those 3 teams I named going to be good for a long time. You know what I'm saying? You need to be there when they start to decline and players start to want to go somewhere else. Injuries happen, players get older. You need to be there, 5 years to be there to take their spot in the Eastern Conference. And you need to be building towards that. You don't need to be trying to build to be an average player or a barely an average playoff team or just a barely a fringe 8-7 seed. You need to be building towards being a top dog in the East. And that just, that's just going to come by, getting high lottery picks, identifying talent, and be able to get those young talented picks, trying to hit picks in the second round, finding talent that you can develop. And the Pistons done it before with Dinwiddie, Chris Middleton, Aaron Aflalo. They found those talents late in the first round. Tayshaun Prince. They was able to identify those talents, but a lot of times those talent didn't get an opportunity to develop during the regular season. So it's just that at the end of the day, you got to blame Stan Van Gundy still and Jordan Bowers for fucking his roster up. Excuse my language. No way can Dwayne Casey be blamed for this. You show me a coach that can take this roster and make it to what you want to make it into. No, it doesn't exist. It's a different NBA. Right now, you need a ball handler to be amongst one of your 1 or 2 best players on your team. You need a ball handler, a true ball handler. People say, well, Blake Griffin ain't a natural ball handler because that's why he's averaging 4 turnovers a game. Blake Griffin ain't the guy you want to be the Grant Hill, LeBron point forward position. No, you want that guy to be Kemba Walker. You want that to be James Harden, Chris Paul. You want it to be a natural, floor general, point guard, shooting guard, or point forward. And it's a shame that people want to blame Dwayne Casey like he done something wrong. Only thing he done wrong was come here thinking he gonna be able to turn this shit around. He probably forgot his holy water in his back pocket when he came here. I could have told anybody this team was going nowhere fast. Blake Griffin, and he wondering like, what is he still doing here? He should be traded from here. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. People going to disagree with me. And some people going to say it's Dwayne Casey's fault. It's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault, but, Stan Van Gundy, Tom Gores, and Jordan Bowers. It's not Stefanowski's fault. He done what he can do last year. He's doing what he's ordered to do. Now, I would love to hear what his true recommendation was for Tom Gores. Okay, Tom, we should just get a 5-year plan, be bad, tank, and get... It's probably what he told him, Tom Gores. I just want to get back to being a playoff team, the profit, so I can sell this team. That's probably the conversation like. But Dwayne Casey didn't get any other offers, and he came here. If I was him, honestly, if I was him, I seriously would consider, I said before you got, I would consider going to college. College, you got more job security. There's more rules, though. It's a lot of corruption in college as well. So you damn if you do, damn if you don't. I like him as the head coach still. Even if we rebuilding or we still trying to build on the fly, I still like Dwayne Casey. You're not going to get no better than him in Detroit right now with this roster, in my personal opinion. And unless Tom Gores is trying to open up the wallet book, you're still not going to find nobody who can do anything with this roster. But anybody thinking Dwayne Casey is the issue here is an idiot. Just my personal humble opinion. You're a big-time idiot. Okay? Blame everybody. Blame the people who need to be blamed here. And that's Jordan Bowers, Stan Van Gundy, and first of all, Tom Gores for letting them fuck this team up. And I think overall, Tom Gores has the bigger impact. I think overall, Tom Gores has the bigger impact. Because he's putting the pressure on these guys to build a winner now so he can sell the team and keep it moving. But hey, it's more to see Sports Talk. That's another conversation for another day. I appreciate everybody checking in. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Twitter. You can reach out to me in the email if you got business question, inquiry, or sponsorship. I appreciate everybody for supporting the channel. Keep sharing the videos. And we're going to keep pushing and putting it down and being the most active channel out there